So I'm speaking to someone, I think I'm speaking to a feminine energy that comes off a little bit bitchy and that doesn't know how to communicate. I wouldn't say that doesn't know how. I think that the way that you communicate comes off very defensive. And I think that Spirit wants to bring this reading to your attention because there is something that needs to be communicated so that you can escape a particular cycle. If you aren't familiar with who I am, my name is Maxine Samone. I'm the owner of A Touch of Venus. I'm an intuitive guide and I work with the energies of Venus. So we talk a lot about relationships, we talk a lot about wealth, we talk a lot about abundance and art, beauty, values, all of those good things and how they tie together and how you can move past the subconscious blocks to help you manifest the life of your dreams. Okay, so I was asking, what is this reading gonna be about? And so we have Virgo, I analyzed in the reverse. We have 7th house partners in the reverse, and then we have air element communicating. And at the bottom of the deck, we have 12th house escape in the reverse. So that's why I was mentioning there's something that needs to be said. And I feel like you're very defensive when the communication is coming in. I was asking, how can I help, or how can I identify this collective? We have Queen of Swords in the reverse, which is kind of bitchy, okay? Which is, it seems like you might have gone through a lot, and this is why there are walls up. But there's also 8 of Cups in the reverse and 3 of Swords. So there's an emotional cord or emotional tie because something has not been said, okay? So let's see. Let's go ahead and get into what divine feminine archetype, dealing with the divine feminine. What divine feminine archetype is supporting this message? This is an invitation. Ooh, I see 222. It's 12:22 on the clock. What divine feminine archetype is coming through to support this message? This is an invitation to connect with this divine feminine archetype. Maybe get into meditation later. So we have Medicine Woman. I always say her name wrong, but here we go. Medicine Woman, you are a channel for divine healing power. Okay, that is an asset. Ooh, and this one came out in the last reading as well. Nematona, sacred space, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So these messages are really wanting to come in, and this is going to be beneficial to your healing, obviously. But I do think that Spirit is kind of encouraging you. What I'm getting is that you may not be Mother Mary exactly. You may not be as hard as you're coming off. And this is also disconnecting you from your femininity and your ability to flow and move forward with your life. There's some kind of communication that needs to be had so that you can free yourself. It's not necessarily about the other person. It's not about protecting yourself from the other person. I think it's about holding space for yourself and allowing yourself to express yourself, because that is a part of the divine feminine as well, which is learning to use your voice and letting those emotions flow, be witnessed, be accepted, and then release, right? So we have Mother Mary, expect a miracle, have faith that your prayers are heard and being answered, okay? I also have a Mary deck that I think would be beneficial for you. Let's pull a message since Mary's at the bottom of the deck. So there's some things that are being communicated. Oh, witness on the bottom of the deck. There's some things that are being communicated through your body. There's discomfort. So, for instance, you are, as the mother, the divine feminine archetype, the mother that can mother yourself even through these difficult conversations. It's about being able to witness you in your full power by using your throat chakra. The 7 card flew out first, which talks about the 7 egoic blocks that we have. I'm not going to go into the full story, but there is a story about Mary and how she was possessed by 7 demons. These are reflective of the 7 different energy centers that we have in our body and the emotional transmutation that we have to go through. So you may be really dealing with a throat chakra blockage. So we have Christ, love only knows mercy. So there is definitely, with this witnessing, a masculine and a feminine, maybe even an ex of yours. And then there's the dove, spirit speaks through the body. So when I imagine what I'm getting a visual of when you're having this conversation, it may make you very uncomfortable and it may make them very uncomfortable, but it's not your job to try to make sure that you position things or kind of like be nicer than you need to. I feel like there's a reason that you're in this protective energy and there's something that needs to be expressed. But as you're having this uncomfortable conversation, you can mother yourself through this. Like, you might have your body start to get hot, you might start to like sweat, you know what I'm saying? And that's just your body communicating to you that this isn't comfortable. However, discomfort is a catalyst to growth. And even this masculine witnessing you being uncomfortable but still using your voice is him witnessing someone be in his power, and this is healing for you both. This may be uncomfortable for him too. He might even it honestly, it doesn't matter what his reaction is, you know, to you expressing your truth. It's about you. Actually, I think that this may hit him right in the heart. I don't know if you can see this, but there's like an arrow in the heart here. It's actually going to be a part of his healing journey too. And by you not actually expressing yourself, I think that you're perpetuating this cycle, subconscious cycle that you can't seem to escape, both of you guys. Let's see. Can we get more details here? Also, I'm going to be posting the second half of this reading on YouTube, so you can go ahead and see all the other details there. I still have a couple more minutes on the timer, but if you do want to book a personal reading, I do have those available. I do have pre-recorded for you to, you know, be able to watch it when you have time and at your own convenience. And then I also have one-on-ones where we can like do the back and forth, and it can be recorded and all that good stuff. I also have full birth chart readings. Everything can be found, you know where. Okay, can we get more details, Spirit? Ooh. Again, Seven of Wands. This is about you being in your authority and protecting yourself, not quieting yourself down. This double Seven of Wands energy, protecting yourself against lies, deceit, not self-betraying to maintain a connection. Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, we have 3 sevens, so there's spiritual protection here as well. You don't have to be so on guard when you know that you're divinely divinely protected. The Sun in reverse. Yeah, this might have made you really fucking depressed and sad. You know, the Sun in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. There was like some codependency here, I believe, and it kind of, I feel like it was like this descent, and now you feel very protective of your energy because of all that has happened, but this is a part of your climb back up, you know? Ooh, I just heard the fall back up. There's like a J. Cole song too. I can't remember. The Climb, I think it's called The Climb or The Climb Back Up. 4 of Wands in reverse. So this might have affected your stability, your home. King of Wands right here. So you're developing, you're developing a stronger masculine foundation for yourself. So by cutting ties with this wounded masculine energy that was a reflection of your wounded masculine energy, this is like the point of attraction as to why you were in a relationship with this masculine that did not seem to protect you, or that was a catalyst for this descent. Now you are developing your own masculine energy that provides a sturdier foundation for you to build upon. Yeah, so Spirit is asking you to walk away. The Fool in reverse, I feel like there's hesitation, and they are like, this is such a clear message of like, no, there should be not any hesitation. If you wanted, for instance, like imagine you on the street with your man and somebody's trying you. You don't expect your man to be hesitant about protecting you, so why are you hesitant about protecting yourself? This is about developing a stronger inner masculine landscape. So, follow me over to YouTube for the second part, and we're going to get into a few more details. So this is going to be part 2 to the message about walking away and standing up for yourself. I had recorded this whole message and then it deleted so that someone did not want this message to get out. I think this is also reflective of the fact that, oh, and the wind is starting to go too, like don't let the cards go. But this is also reflective of the fact that you may be uncomfortable with sharing this message, or maybe this is a trigger as well for you. Let me see. So there's a bunch of cards on the table, but I do believe that there's an aspect to this dynamic about like wounded masculine energy, okay? By you actually developing the healthy masculine energy within you to protect yourself, by creating these boundaries that is going to protect your energy, protect your dreams, protect your desires, protect your inner feminine landscape that wants to be expressive, be open, in receiving mode as well. You've got to develop this like masculine trait, right? Side of yourself. I do think because you're learning how to take your power back, take your energy back, like you may come off a little bit extra defensive, or even invite some of these conflicts so that you can, like, subconsciously you're inviting this in because there's like an energetic cord of not wanting to walk away. My throat, but I do feel like on the other end of this is the 10 of Cups. So by walking away from this partnership that wasn't necessarily collaboration, I think that there's an invitation to kind of like change your perspective around this, around not to take away from the fact that there was heartbreak there. It feels like there was possibly a third party, and that you were choosing to ignore that aspect of it so that you could maintain this relationship. But that is a reflection of the wounded masculine, you know, kind of being indecisive about things, and maybe you being indecisive about yourself as well. I think that when you actually do stand up for yourself, this is going to be a trigger for that other masculine figure that is involved in this connection. It's going to be a trigger, so meaning that it's going to be uncomfortable, but they need to witness you in all of the range of your emotions, whether that's sacred rage, whether that's grief, whether that's sadness, disappointment. They need to also feel your discomfort, because that is going to be healing for them. Although it may not be healing in like the rainbow, everything is healing, everything is good. It's going to be a trigger that catalyzes healing, just as this heartbreak was a trigger that catalyzed your healing. There is success after you walk away. There was the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. So there is going to be a public recognition, success. This is also going to build your confidence. I think that there's a little bit of worry, like you may be losing sleep over this, about setting this boundary, because there is a part of you that believes that you may not find, you know, another relationship as good, but this relationship wasn't really a reflection of your true essence, you know, a balanced essence where the feminine aspects of yourself were being honored, and not just honored, but like I want to say worshiped. Like there wasn't any respect for the emotional landscape of things. And so with this person actually being triggered and feeling some things, they're going to have more respect for people's emotions. Let's see. Yeah, there's conflict. I think that's the thing. That's why I was like, I feel like you're kind of inviting this in, because there's a little bit of excitement when it comes to the conflict, but not in... That's the thing. Okay, so it's just heightened emotions. I think that you're uncomfortable with experiencing... It may be a discomfort in experiencing consistency. Like you're not used to that, but you're trying to develop that in your life, more balance. But I also think that Spirit wants you to know that there doesn't just have to be heightened emotions in anger and fear, in rage and all those things. There are also heightened emotions in emotional fulfillment and excitement and love, you know? And so they want you to kind of rework and rewrite the story around what is exciting to you, because your body just reads it as heightened emotions. It's just like energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so Spirit's like, rather than being in your masculine energy, in this wounded masculine energy where you're just experiencing highs and lows, let's get into the divine masculine that creates consistency in our lives in a safe space so that our feminine energy can experience also the highs of emotional fulfillment. Yeah. So then I was wrapping up this message with these 3 affirmation cards, and then my fucking video stopped. But the first one that came out was, there's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I'm being guided to learn and grow. And I love this because there's so much yellow and blue. So you're really reclaiming your power, your life force energy. You're rebuilding that solar plexus, tapping into that solar plexus to stand up for yourself, but you're also doing it through communication with all that blue there. And then I love that these next 2 cards are so pink, because you're really working on healing your heart space, which is healing the trust in yourself to protect yourself, but also to mother yourself and love yourself through this difficult conversation or through challenges and adversity, and also to heal your heart space and have it open and available to receive all of your desires moving forward, whether that be another relationship, whether that be more abundance, whether, whatever you're desiring. Because it says, let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. So giving yourself time to process as well. They're about to have a party. I claim my desires. I hold great visions. I am ready to receive. So you are helping to repair or connect with your body and your divine feminine energy by repairing your masculine energy that is going to create the safe space for you to blossom and bloom, okay? If you want a personal reading, you can go ahead and find all of the information in the description in the bio, or, wherever it's posted, you know where to find it. I do have them available, both for pre-recorded and live one-on-one, so that we can have that back and forth, that good old connection. And everything is recorded, so you can always refer back to it. I also have full astrology readings. Fucking trucks. Full astrology readings that will help you tap into your unique energy. Especially, like, one that's really cool is the creativity blueprint that helps you with identifying your unique spiritual gifts, so that you can not only find value in them, develop confidence in using them, and hopefully, monetize them. Okay, so thank you for joining me in this reading, and I'll connect with you again soon.